What is up, everybody? It's here, and I am back playing on the JFS. And been a few weeks, been doing some caving, and just kind of want to give an update on what's been going on the old JFS. And not too much. Actually, there's been a bunch of little things. Got a few things to talk about, both on the server and in life. See, I've been caving. Let's gather up this stuff, repair my pick while I'm at it. Toss that in here. And we'll probably just run down to Shoptown and back to see how things are going, but let's go up here real quick. Actually, let's go up this way. Up the good old scaffolding here to see our progress on carving this place out. So as you can see on my bar, I have some TNT. I've been making good use of it. As a matter of fact, oh nice. Yeah, I've carved out quite a bit. I think I'm like 2 people away from doing that, but I have to do it at the Woodland Mansion. And the only one I know of is the one that Dennis has claimed. But yeah, see, I've used a lot of TNT lately. Just going from row to row here. I did this section first, and now I'm expanding that way. And it's a little messy, as you can see. But it's been pretty effective and a lot faster than just carving it out with the old pickaxe. But yeah, some good stuff. So there's some cave systems going through here, but yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. This is the cave system that leads to the surface, interestingly enough. But yeah, I have to go this way, and well, there's Sniper Duel. Oh, yeah, here's a ravine. This side is completely filled in with blocks. I'm just taking every bit of diorite and andesite and granite and filling in spaces that are outside of this border. Partly to just get rid of it, but also to kind of, I don't know, maybe make it spookier when I finish this place. Get some more mobs to spawn. So this is the back wall. And again, there's a ravine over on this side. There's been a lot of stuff that's been filled in on this side. But, oops. I didn't have my armor on. Okay, let's go get that. But, but yeah, so it's been a little while. Let's talk about some server stuff. First off, UHC Season 22 is coming up really soon. We might have recorded it by the time you've seen this video, and I'm not sure. That's, yeah, I've used that. It might not be a good one, or it might be a very small UHC, I'm not sure. There's only been a few people that signed up. We've already pushed it back a week. We were supposed to do it on the 15th, and now we're doing it on the 22nd. And, that is because not many people signed up, and we checked to see what people thought of the idea, and a lot of people, or a number of people, just can't make it, just found out that they couldn't make it, which is kind of disappointing. It was the highest voted for weekend. But, unfortunately, it, turns out that not many people can actually make it. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So we pushed it back to the 22nd, and unfortunately, not many people signed up again. Only a small bit more have signed up for this one. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how things go. See if anybody is going to show up to these. Right now we have 9 names. Hopefully we get more. Worst case scenario, we could just do a free-for-all. I just kind of want to get the season over with at this point, because I don't want to keep pushing it back. But yeah, it's a little disappointing. But let's see. I want to get some arrows before we go. I think I have arrows. Might have to make some. But yeah, I was going to do a pregame video, and I actually recorded one back when we were going to do it on the 15th. I recorded it a couple times and did not really like how it came out either time. So I ended up just kind of ultimately scrapping it. Get some arrows going. There we go. Using up some random bows that I have, which are currently in here. Put this in there. We were lagging. So yeah, hopefully things go well. I just kind of want to get it done by now. Another server update we're about to find out here. And that is, I have a portal tunnel, nether tunnel. So now people can actually find out where I am, even though it's not that hard to find anyways. Yeah, I used to take Rad and Scott's tunnel back to base, and in 1.13 I had a portal that went to there. But then when 1.14 came out, it sent me even further away from the base, and kind of screwed everything up. That's why I kept walking over land. But yeah, I'm right here. I'm in between Tylark, who has been back recently, and someone else over here. I have not put a face on it, but Dennis. So I'm on the blue side. But yeah, now people can find me in my base if they can't find the 4 beacons that are lying around. Let's take a look at Shoptown real quick. Let's see, what other things are going on? Check this out real quick. I don't think there's anything new here, so... But, the shop's been pretty profitable, and let's look at a bunch of stuff. And the orange shulker box is full of more stuff that I could add there. So... let's just walk around a little bit. Let's see, big news is I'm leaving my job. I have a little over a week left, like a week and a half. I've been pretty burnt out working there. So, in the last couple episodes I talked about how, or a couple episodes ago at least, I talked about how we had our big die-off, where we had a lot of people quit, a lot of people leave for various reasons. And on top of that, it's been pretty stressful. Like, I have to clock in at work half an hour sooner, which makes no sense because we changed things around for opening, and it gives me less work to do in the mornings. So for the first half hour that I'm there, I'm doing literally nothing because I don't have to do anything. Because the amount of work that I do have to do ends up being like 20-30 minutes worth, and I'm there for like an hour and a half. So I spend the first half hour like on my phone, and then the next half hour I'm like, you know, doing all my opening stuff, and then the final half hour is cooking food and preparing to open, which is really lame. So I have more time to do less work, basically. And on the one hand, that's fine, but on the other hand, that's 30 minutes that could be spent sleeping. And on top of that, it's not what I even asked for. I wanted to... Ideally, I would like to open less, because I used to open 6 days a week, now I open 5. And ideally, I would have loved to work like a mid-shift from like 12 to 8, because that would allow me to stay up late at night, talk with my friends who are also up late at night, and then be able to sleep in, and then wake up and go into work at noon. I wouldn't have to open, and I wouldn't have to close, although I am close enough to both of those things that I could easily do so if they need me to. Especially closing, because that would only be an extra hour and a half, so... But I'm not committing to it. However, they need openers and closers, and we have hardly anybody at work, so it really sucks. And it's raining. Not here, but in real life. So yeah, it looks like this is coming along nicely. Oops, good to see that the trees have stayed. So yeah, that plus that's basically worn me out opening earlier. The fact that we have hardly anybody around means that if somebody calls out, specifically some of the new people we got, we are really short-handed as it is, and when somebody calls out, we're even more so. And so our service times have been very, very bad, and it's stressful because usually we have the way things work at work is we have a drive-through section where we work on building drive-through orders, and then a dine-in section where we work on dine-in orders. When things get busy enough, we put somebody on the dine-in side, we open that section up, and have them work on dine-in orders. When it's slow, we bring it down to one line, and everything is done on one side. Thing is, we're so short-staffed that we can't open up the second side, and it's summer, which means it's supposed to be slower, but it's not. And so do I want loot or XP? Actually, I don't want either, because I'm just here for arrows. I put this in Panda, so if anybody wants to make use of it, it's right there. Oop. That's fine with me. I'll take the extra 9 now. I come down here every so often to grind through these, combine them all. I love the grindstone. It's probably my favorite thing that they've added to the game. You can get a lot of XP from it depending on what items you disenchant. I wish the thing that they would do with it, maybe something they can do in a future update, but if you like put an item, like an enchanted item and an empty book into the grindstone, you could like transfer the you could like take the enchantment off of the item and put it on the book to enchant for later. Maybe you would have to have like a certain number of levels to do it or something, but like that would be pretty cool and very useful. But yeah, work, stress, short-handed, working a lot more, burns you out. So I'm looking for a new job, and I've put in a 2 weeks notice. Worst case scenario, I might just take a week off and then go back to working at that Zaxby's. I don't want to, but might have to. I've been trying to look for a job closer to home, and so if that works out, that would be great. But if not, then I'm doing the 2 weeks notice thing. That way, I can come back if they need me to. So yeah. Hopefully looking for something close to home, maybe something that pays more. might try to branch out and do more social stuff. I've been kind of thinking about it more often, even though I'm not a social person and pretty heavily introverted. It would be nice to do, and might be something that I would have to do in time. So, especially considering what industry I want to get into, which is the film industry. I definitely gotta talk to people there. So, wasn't there a way to Shoptown or Mordrold from this path? Oh, I think it's actually in Spawn Town, actually. It's like over on that side. We'll just cut through here and see if we can find it. See, any other updates? Fix my internet. I have not been in a good headspace lately, not in a good mood. I've been quite down because of work and such. So I kind of did some weird money thing where I just kind of, my last paycheck, I didn't really bother trying to like be frugal. I just kind of said, screw it, I'm gonna splurge. Also, I don't know why it's taking me this long to say this, but I'm doing Optifine, which is why the textures are different. Figured I'd jump on that bandwagon, and boy oh boy, is it smooth. But yeah, I sacrificed some bill payments, at least in part, in order to kind of treat myself a little bit and keep myself a little happier. So I fixed my internet by getting a new power line adapter instead of the lame range extender thing that I got that kept cutting out. So now I have smooth connection that does not drop me ever, and I can get back to other games too. So, and I can participate in more stuff more easily. So this UHC, I will not be taking internet breaks. So, let's see, what else is going on? I was gonna make an episode about this. What's this? Okay. But, I made something over here at Morge World. I brought back a classic. Well, I say a classic only in the sense that it was in the last world. You see that monstrosity over there? It's Floaty Boaty. It's back in action. We have not played it yet. Haven't really gathered anybody around for it. Maybe we'll do it UHC weekend, but yeah, it's back. And Spleef on boats, plenty of boats. Extra items. Turns out blue ice does not break as fast as regular packed ice, but it's still pretty neat. Also ignore the fact that this is off-center. I bet you if I didn't say that you wouldn't have noticed, but still. It was smaller, and I was like, I don't like that. So I expanded it, made it bigger. This is what it looks like on the inside. You do not hit your head under here, which is good. So no hurting your head on blocks. So yeah. We have a new game here in Morge World, which is slowly but surely developing. I think Shawson's working on something there. A couple things popping up here or there. For ABBA Tournament, I saw Muck and Joe did their semi-final round. So it's all down to Dennis and Aces. I don't know if Aces will ever come back, because he's got a girlfriend now. So my question would be, if Aces ends up having to forfeit, does that mean Dennis automatically moves on? Or does that mean, would that mean that I could come back in as like a what was it called, an alternate? Yeah, something to think about. Could have a second chance. We saw that in a previous episode, I think, but yeah. See if I can think of anything else to talk about. I think that's everything. Thing to update on. We're at 20 minutes. We'll head back to base. I really hope that I can kind of turn things around. This financial stuff. May have to, like... I'm kind of trying to force myself to do things, I think. Because I've had, like I said, I've had the wrong headspace. Been in the wrong headspace for a while. Been in not the best moods. And I've already had to force myself to, put in this 2 weeks notice in the first place. And the fact that I have to do this a little bit more often, like I had to negotiate myself out of bed, remind myself that I only have to work today and tomorrow, and then I have the next 2 days off, and then I have 1 week before I'm done with this job. Like, the fact that I have to do that isn't great. And I would like to not do that for long. So in the meantime, I'm not saving money for anything. I'm just taking care of myself and kind of putting expenses, not putting it aside fully, but kind of postponing it or delaying it, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like saving it for later, putting aside for later. Like I'm not as on point with it as I probably should be. And I kind of feel like that that's gonna help out for now. I'm keeping a close eye on things. It's not like I'm blindly spending all of my money all at once to to splurge. I'm just, kind of like rearranging some bigger expenses to later times to kind of allow myself to be able to take care of myself a little better. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm moving things around in a way to where I can spend money on myself to keep myself in a lighter mood, while also making sure that I'm able to not fall too far behind on anything. So, and I'm eating a little healthier lately. It's kind of weird, because it's like, I've not been happy lately, so I'm gonna eat healthier. I guess that's good, because I don't know how to explain it, really. It's just, that was the thought process. I'm not happy, let's eat better. I guess that makes my body happier. Which one is this one? Is this the throw one, or is the... yeah, it's the throw one. Put that in here, silk touch. This should stay on me. What happened to my shovel? I should get a mending book for a shovel. I would have to go back to Shop Town for it. That's what I meant to do back at the beginning of the episode. Oh, my chest is full. I wonder if I can donate some stuff to the shop. Let's do that and end the episode off. Slabs, don't need them. Sugarcane leads. I'd like to keep 2 of them. I actually took my 5 stacks of dirt back, aces, so I probably should have kept this. Left a screenshot though. Book I want to save, bone meal, dispensers, paper. I guess I can get rid of paper. I got plenty of sugarcane upstairs. Minecarts are staying. Shears. I don't know what I'm doing with the rotten flesh, to be honest. Like, I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm not going to use it. Wooden hose stays. Paper can go. And that's all potion stuff. Bring this in here. Alright, yeah, I'm going to end the episode off here. That's from Special Bro, that stays. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I shall see you all next time.